Your thoughts on your second walk-off win of the season?
It's good to win. Better to win than anything else. So, yeah, liked it. It was good.
How do you think Leo Ullman did today?
He's a freshman giving us quality innings. He's doing a nice job. I think he gave up 2 runs today, one of them on, a little bit shoddy play, and they got one. They earned one with a home run. I thought he was out there competing, and I liked what I saw of Leo.
You guys got some clutch hits today. Still feel like there's room for the offense to grow?
Always room to grow, and we're not asking them to be perfect. We're asking them to have progress every single day and just get better.
You guys had a couple lineup changes today, had a couple lineup changes yesterday. Is that just to switch things up and not keep things stagnant?
Yeah, there's no reason to keep anything stagnant that, hasn't been as productive as I think it can be. And so we're looking for what that right recipe is for this group. We're just asking the guys to give us their best effort on whatever, we ask them to do, and we'll try to figure out what the recipe is for lineup and all that kind of stuff.
What'd you see from Diodati today? Bat's been a bit slow this year, but set you guys up in the 9th inning.
Pretty big. He gets on base in the 9th inning. He smashed the ball, and the guy makes an awesome catch against the wall with the wind blowing in. That's probably a home run on a normal day. I thought he did good. He comes off the bench, doesn't play yesterday, and I thought he had a really good game today. So I was proud of Owen.
Despite the 2 errors, you guys had a couple good defensive players like Sabine at third and Dio in the outfield. Just where do you think your defense is right now at this point of the season?
It's early in the season, too early to tell. There's some weaknesses that have popped up, and there's some things that we can improve upon. I was really excited about the way what Logan did from the mound today, specifically in the situation late in the game when he had to pick off, he had the poise to be able to hold the ball and pick the runner off. That was an important play, to get us out of a jam right there. And so, there were also a couple other plays that were very good. Owen in the outfield, Tanner Smith with a sinking line drive, made the catch look routine. And then let's not forget, at the very end of the game with Sim up and he really hits the ball hard down the line. We were playing him in no doubles, and Sabine was there and handled the ball and got the put out at second base. That was a huge play.
What did you see from Mercado today?
From who?
From Mercado, from Logan.
He was okay. I don't think any of our pitchers were off the charts awesome, but he was okay. He was really very competitive. His competitiveness was fantastic. His command was pretty good, not as good as I'm sure that he would like it, but I think that his competitiveness, that was plenty good enough for him to have the outing that he had, a successful outing, and he kept us right there. He did a nice job.
Drew Cowley's another hitter who's been kind of off a slow start, but he's still had some clutch hits. What have you seen from him at the plate?
Well, yeah. He's just he's starting to stay behind the ball a little bit better. A lot of our hitters are, and that's something that Coach Mark has been working hard with. And so, you're starting to see some guys progress a little bit. Not there yet, but 2-0 on a weekend, 2 games we've played, so that's a plus.
Before the series, I asked you about Jack Costello.
Yeah.
And you said that you don't really game plan around one guy, game plan around the whole team. After his first inning home run in Game 1, have you guys kind of readjusted your thought process on how you're going to attack him?
He's a good hitter. He can hit all pitches. We've got over 500 at-bats, 400 at-bats charted on him, and he hits all pitches. Sim's a good hitter. Those guys are professional hitters. Those guys can hit all pitches. So, pitching him just a book way, time after time, those guys are legit guys. You can't do that. And so to game plan around just Costello, well, you can't do that because, Sim's right there. And today, if you invest too much time, then, of course, the next guy in the order, Smith, he's the guy who got the, ball into the gap to be able to tie the game. That was a big swing off of his bat. So they've got several good players. These guys are good, and they've got good pitching. We saw that again on display tonight. It's a good program. So I expect another couple of hard-fought games here coming up.
What do you tell a freshman who's seeing those bats, seeing those numbers on the page for the first time to be able to stay within that game plan?
What numbers?
Numbers, home run numbers, the batting average.
You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. And so if somebody who has big stats or whatever spooks you, then you're probably at the wrong place. You're going to face really, really good people here, whether it's against these guys or against the Pac-12 opponents. And, I don't. If any of our guys look at something on a piece of paper and that spooks them, then that's going to be a tough one for them at a level like this. This is big boy baseball, and those guys know that they're going to be facing real hitters, and these guys got a couple of real hitters, and the next team will have a couple of real hitters, and so will the next one after that. So they better get used to it.
If you guys had went into the ninth with a lead, would you have used Maleris, or would you have went with Mercado and tried to get the save out of him?
We had everybody was available. We could have gone in a lot of different directions.